Do you foresee any particular points of emphasis in Monday's meeting, or is it mere continuation of just the meetings
Yeah,
prior?
no. What I've gathered is that it's more about getting the process started again. Um, kind of rolling the sleeves back up and starting to do the hard work that it's going to take to try and get something done between now and October the 1st, or when the start of training camp would be. I don't know if there's going to be any major movement on Monday. I think we've agreed in some ways to maybe table the economic issues if possible and really focus on some of the system issues and some non-economic items that are still extremely important to rounding out a collective bargaining agreement. So hopefully we can get some of those things done on Monday.
Could you give an example of what you mean by system issues?
Just continuing to talk about, the fact that a hard salary cap is not something we're interested in. How the length of contracts, the annual percentage increases, tons of system things that, has been a focal point of ours because we feel like, of course, in a lot of ways it comes back to economics, but if, as players, we feel we can operate under a fair system, then we can maybe work towards a fair number. I think our counterparts feel a little bit differently. They want to get a number set and then not as concerned about the way the system looks if they get the right number. But, we don't think that's the best way to approach it. We want to make sure that we keep a fair system in place for all players now and coming in later. And I think the numbers will kind of take care of themselves.
As time progresses, is decertification becoming a more viable option?
It's still not something that, we're, I guess, ramping up in discussion about. We still feel confident about our unfair labor practice charge that we filed through the National Labor Relations Board, and we'll continue to kind of wait on that judgment. The NBA has, submitted some information to the NLRB saying that they want to submit some affidavits, and that'll slow the process down a little bit. We're not sure if that was by design or not, but we're remaining focused there for now. And then, like we've said all along, decertification is just that final thing that when we all kind of feel as though we can't do anything else but throw our hands up, maybe we go there. But right now, we're just not there.
You organized a bunch of basketball players in the gym today. Any chance that the Lakers will have an informal gathering, quasi-training camp should, this drag on?
It's possible.
Yeah.
I know for our fans, hearing lockout and, a month-long lockout, it seems as though, we're already missing something. But this is normally a time where guys will be doing basketball camps and traveling, spending time with family, doing some things away from their respective teams. But, if we get into late September, and there doesn't seem to be any major progress going on, I think it's possible that, there are a number of guys that are in and around the Southern California area, where we might be able to get together and just, start getting that fellowship in again and, getting reacquainted with each other after a summer off and, start preparing ourselves for when and if the season starts and what date that is.
For those players who have been open to maybe possibly considering playing overseas, have you emphasized anything to them as far as variables to weigh before making a decision or anything of that nature?
No, we're in a support position in that regard. We have a lot of reputable and quality and credible agents that really play an advisory role in terms of players making decisions they feel are best for their career. And so far, Darren Williams in particular, he's been able to get in place the things that he feels he needs in order to go and be able to come back. And there are other guys that are free agents that won't need that. They're just going to go over there and play, maybe for a year or longer, and then maybe come back to the NBA at another time. But we'll continue to be there for all of our guys in whatever fashion they ask and need us to be. But right now we're going to continue to do the work we normally do.
There's a line of thinking that playing overseas like that because there are only so many jobs. Some guys can and some guys can't weakens the union. Do you have what's your take on that?
No, we don't view it as really weakening the union. We view it as a gentleman is being told that he can't come to work at a particular place, and he's temporarily unemployed, and he's seeking employment elsewhere. That's kind of the way we view it. And our elected members, myself, the executive committee, Billy Hunter, our staff, our legal counsel, that's what we get elected to do, is kind of carry that brunt and attend the meetings and be physically present. And we fully expect and anticipate that our guys are going to want to find opportunities to do what they love to do, and that's play the game. I'm not, but we definitely don't view it as weakening our stance, our position. We just view it as guys, going out doing what they want to do.
Is there any concern? Like you said, you're not missing much of anything right now, but I mean, obviously, new coach, new system, all that. Would you be doing something different in terms of getting more involved in the playbook and new coaching staff and all that if this wasn't going on?
That's a good question. I'm not sure if a lot of veteran guys, would do that anyway. I could see maybe some of our young guys or younger guys on other rosters that have new coaches and new systems to get accustomed to. But, Powell's doing a national team thing, which is a normal thing he'd be doing. If there wasn't a lockout, I'm sure that USA team would be having some form of, summer basketball or a festival, or even though they're already qualified for the Olympics, they'd be doing something. So, our guys would be doing things in the summer anyway that are not Laker-related things. And then, like I said, maybe as we move into September, then they'll start to maybe be a little bit more of a focus on whether or not we should try and start getting together in terms of guys in their respective teams. But, guys are just going to continue to find opportunities to play basketball. And whether they're able to get compensated for it or not, there'll be a lot of gyms full of, 5-on-5 pickup games this summer, that's for sure.